What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Equilibrium Podcast, episode 9. I know this is a week and a bit late. We were obviously Labor Day was last week, so that we were
We got a
busy
lot of
then.
stuff to do.
We had a lot of stuff to do. Labor Day was last week, and then the reason that this is coming out Monday is we've just been busy. So we'll be back to normal for episode 10 on Saturday. And the Medium post will be back to normal. We haven't posted that in a week or in a bit. And everything will be back to normal after this episode. The Instagram clips will start going back up tomorrow. There'll be a couple Medium posts this week from both Dev and I. And everything will be back up and running. All right, so the US Open happened throughout this whole time. Is a bit weird because people dropped out before the US Open, most notably Nadal and Federer. They didn't even play. And then Djokovic was like the only one left in it. And then he got disqualified in, I think it was the quarterfinals or round of 16, I forget. When he, did you see that video?
Yeah. Where he hit the ball. He hit the ball at
The line judge.
line judge or whatever, and she
So
like screeched.
hit her in the neck.
She was like, ah. He
He,
didn't even hit her. It doesn't even seem like he hit her that hard.
yeah, he didn't. I mean, he didn't intend to do it, but I guess rules are rules. I guess. So, I mean, he can't do that after a point, I guess, and that's why I got disqualified. So, I don't know. Like,
I don't think he should have gotten disqualified.
yeah, I wouldn't have disqualified him, but I think it's in.
He
The,
didn't do it on. He didn't do it on purpose.
I think it's in the rules that he has to get disqualified. So that's why.
I think they should change the
Yeah.
rule and make it like so that it's like a case to case type of thing.
Yeah. Because yeah, you could tell from the video there was no intent
He
from.
didn't need to do it. He wasn't even looking. He
Yeah.
just hit it. People get mad in sports all the time.
Yeah. So the
People
men's
break golf
final.
clubs on the golf course. People throw shit on the bench in basketball and
Right.
football. You know, you should be able to let out frustration.
So yeah, I mean, that's what happened. That and then it was a team against Zverev. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. Then the final yesterday, and then the women's final was Osaka against Azarenka on Saturday. Osaka won, and then team won yesterday. Um, I actually watched a little bit of yesterday's match. I went to a fifth set tiebreak, so it was pretty cool. But one thing I want to talk about is, Nadal and Federer, and there's probably multiple people on the women's side too. They didn't even play in the tournament. I'm sure because of coronavirus and stuff like that. So like, do they even like? Should they even be playing?
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
should they even be playing the majors or something? If players like, if you're like top Billboard players are sitting out and stuff like that.
Well,
Like,
yes, but then don't disqualify one of them when he does play.
disqualify the other the other Billboard player.
You're already that's what I'm saying. I don't think they need to change that rule because when it's a player like Djokovic, he's a potential world number one, in my understanding, and he has a chance to win this tournament.
He is good.
He was probably the favorite to win the tournament.
Yeah,
You can't take a guy out of the tournament just off of an accidental, hit
yeah,
of a ball that hit a line judge. He should be able to finish off and play. The sport has a very tight knit specific fan base, and if you want to grow the sport and make it more popular, you can't take people out of the game like that, like a notable name like Djokovic. You already lack, Nadal didn't play because of COVID. Federer play?
no, he didn't play.
Federer didn't play. Like, you need as much star power as possible.
Yeah,
So I don't think they should have kicked that. I don't think they should have kicked Joker out yesterday. Not yesterday, but in round two of uh of the tournament.
Yeah,
Other than that, to be honest with you guys, Ethan's talking about this because he watched. I didn't watch that shit.
I only watched some of the women's final and some of the men's final. I didn't pay too much attention. I mean,
I only watch tennis when like the big names are playing, honestly. And then like as I watch, I get to know the smaller names too.
right.
Like but I like watching the bigger names like Andy Murray,
Andy Murray played this.
Better. What was that?
Andy Murray played this tournament.
Played.
He's pretty much done for. He's had so many injuries, and
I was gonna say, isn't he getting old now or something?
yeah, he's had back issues and stuff like that. So
yeah,
this is like his first major back in like a year or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got you.
But yeah, Federer and Nadal weren't even in it to begin with. So like Nadal's my favorite tennis player. So I was already disconnected from the beginning.
Yeah.
And it just kind of turned the finals on in the background. So don't expect too much tennis from us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, until everything goes back to normal and stuff like that. Until like everyone's playing, like all the big guys, like you have Joker against Nadal, Joker against Federer, or one of those three playing each other, like when it's like really exciting. And I'm not saying like the other guys aren't exciting, but you know the big three is definitely what I like to watch.
It's hard to watch golf without Tiger, Phil Mickelson,
yeah,
and those guys.
Yeah.
Like you want the big names.
You want the big names. NFL. Well, let's talk about basketball first, I guess. Basketball. It's Game 7 of the Nuggets against the Clippers. What, tomorrow? I think. Yeah. And then Miami.
Lead.
Miami against Boston. Is that today?
Yeah, that's today. That's
today.
Yeah.
Who do you think's winning that series, Miami or Boston?
I got Miami.
Miami.
I got Miami because they're hot right now. They're rested. They 4-1 the Bucks.
Yeah.
So they've been sitting out for a while. I didn't like the way the Celtics played against Toronto and how they let Toronto back into the series. You're not going to be able to do that with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You got to put Jimmy Butler away. And if they don't do that, then the Heat have a chance. And if the Heat have a chance, if this goes to 7 games, I take the Heat.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Celtics need to get it over and done early.
Yeah.
They need to do what they should have done to Toronto. They shouldn't have let that series go to 7 games because
they eased up.
Toronto is really not good. Like they're good, but like Siakam, he's not even like your second player you go to. Siakam really I was really waiting for Siakam to take the guard from Kawhi this year.
Yeah.
Really didn't show up.
Well, Toronto has a complete team that plays well together.
Yeah.
Like all those players complement each other's play style.
You need a star in the playoffs, and Toronto don't have that star ever since Kawhi left.
Yeah,
and
they
needed Siakam to become.
Kyle Lowry's not a star.
You know what I mean? Like Kyle Lowry's a good player, but like he's not like that superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Every championship winning team has that superstar.
Recently, yes.
Recently. Yeah, the modern day game has that superstar.
Because I was gonna say I can think of a couple teams that didn't have like a big star and still won, or at least not like one of the top stars in the league. Like when back when the Mavs won it in 2011, Dirk was good, but Dirk wasn't.
Didn't Dirk win an MVP though?
Yeah, but that was years before that championship though.
Right. Yeah.
Dirk doesn't have an MVP.
Doesn't have an MVP.
When would he have won it?
Oh no.
He played with Shaq, uh, Tim,
Dirk
Kobe,
was a star.
but he
I mean,
wasn't like
he was older when they won, but still, like,
he won at a time where there was still Kobe won the year before that, so he was still good. Kevin Durant was coming up.
the first
LeBron was
year of the
dominating
Miami
the
Big
league.
Three.
Yeah, he wasn't a top star. I feel like
Yeah.
these days you need a top star in the league.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Carl Lowry isn't a top star. He's a
no,
good player.
no,
And like the year before, they had Kawhi Leonard, who's obviously an MVP level player.
yeah,
And I was looking to see if Siakam could carry that load, and obviously he couldn't. So,
no. Pascal Siakam's not even a top 20 player in the league.
right, yeah, I'm saying,
He's not top 30.
he sucked.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was looking to see if he could carry the load that Kawhi left, but obviously he couldn't step up to the plate this year.
No. They don't have anyone like
So,
nobody in the East has a player like that. Not even Jason Tatum, not even Jimmy Butler. They're not on the same level as Kawhi or KD or
LeBron.
LeBron or Anthony Davis. That's why the West, it's going to be a team from the West that's going to win the championship because they have
Yeah,
those.
Boston's still too young. Jason
Yeah,
Tatum Jason Tatum can be one of these players, but I think he's like a couple years too.
Tatum's going to be one of the best players in the league
He's going to
in
be an MVP
years. Yeah.
in a couple years time, but it's just a little too early. I think. I think he
No,
goes.
it is.
I
They're
think
too
he goes.
young. They need one more piece, I think.
Yeah, the
I
Gordon
like
Hayward injury kind.
Kemba. I think they need a like a dominant big man. Like Cantor's good. He's a good like shoot. He like spreads the floor. He could shoot. He could shoot the mid range. He could
They
shoot
start
threes.
what's his name, Thice, whatever his name is, right?
Yeah,
He's
Tice.
okay. I mean,
Tice is like
uh,
he.
they don't have a dominant big man, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, they need that. If they can get that, then like they'll be set.
the wing players are nasty though. Jalen Brown's nasty.
Jalen Brown is nasty, but
He's still like he's still too young. He still makes those like rookie mistakes.
yeah.
Uh,
That conference is going to be dominated by Brooklyn next year, and for a few
I mean, you think that,
after
but
that,
we don't know how Katie's
Brooklyn.
going to be apart back from his Achilles injury. I mean,
True.
that's what ended Kobe's career pretty much. And
Kobe was 36 at the time.
yeah, that's true. How old's KD? Like 31, 32?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how KD is when he gets back. But I mean, you got a lot to control with Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's not the best locker room person.
KD is 31.
Uh, yeah, the Nets could be really good next year.
Nah, it's gonna be the Nets, bro. I think so.
You think they're gonna be good?
The East, yeah, it's gonna be the Nets. It's easy. Uh, who can? Nobody can stop KD on any Eastern Conference team.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's gonna guard KD? Ben Simmons can't
Ben,
stop KD.
Ben Simmons could be the only one that could at least attempt to stop him.
Give him a like challenge, make it a little hard on him because he has the height, but KD's the only person. KD is the only player in the league that can score whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Probably LeBron, but he's getting older, so like. But KD can score whenever he wants.
that's true. Yeah, he's 7 foot tall. And
Yeah.
just
And he could shoot threes. He has like point guard handle.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, he's a problem.
He is a problem.
In the West, James Harden.
James
Like I said
Harden,
before, I said it in one of the podcast episodes before. Tell people this all the time. James Harden is the Donovan McNabb, the Peyton Manning, the Tony Romo of the NBA. Chokes in the playoffs every time, never fails. The Lakers play. The Lakers played the Rockets in a way that forced Harden to get the ball on every possession because they knew he would just shoot himself out.
yeah, I saw this like stat that like he shot for like lower than 20% for like the eighth time in his postseason career, and
Yeah.
like there was like a list of players, and it was like KD, LeBron, Kobe, and like Michael Jordan have only done that twice combined throughout their whole playoff careers. Like he's just a choke artist. So is Russ. I mean, Russ, I think, is the most overrated player ever existed.
Why do you think that?
Dude, he's just a complete stat pattern. And I think when it push comes to shove, he's just, you saw the way he played, like turnover after turnover. He's so reckless. He can play
Yeah,
like that.
he needs. He's always like going 100 miles per hour.
Play like that during a regular
Not slowing
season,
down.
get stats and stuff. But like during the
Yeah,
playoffs, when like LeBron and stuff and like everyone else is stepping up their game, he's just so reckless. It's like turnover after turnover, just. And I mean, he doesn't fit Mike D'Antoni's play style to begin with, so cut him some slack there. But
next coach is the Sixers.
Mike D'Antoni, I don't want that.
That's what's gonna happen though.
I want Ty Lue. I think
You
Ty Lue's
do.
going to be the next one.
D'Antoni's the best name out there. The
Yeah,
most experienced, the most successful.
I just
It's
don't
either gonna
think
be
is.
him. It's gonna be him or Billy Donovan.
Yeah, I don't like. It's like Mike D'Antoni's play style. Like, how's that going to work with the Sixers? We have no shooters.
He's gonna make Ben shoot.
That could be. We'll see. Yeah,
He's gonna make Ben. Ben has to shoot in that offense.
he has to shoot. Yeah,
I mean, they need to wipe the but they can't really do it. See, the thing about the Sixers is they're messed up because they have a lot of money tied up, like, and they
yeah,
can't get
tied up in Al and Tobias,
yeah,
which is the most.
unless they trade, and nobody's gonna trade. Nobody's gonna trade for those
Yeah, we
players.
talked about this last time. The two worst contracts.
They don't have a good draft pick. They're picking late.
Yeah,
They're gonna pick late.
so we'll see.
They're stuck
They are stuck.
for years unless Ben like starts changing his game up.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the day, getting Mike D'Antoni to get that shooting out of him is a good thing. Even if they're not as great for the next couple of years, if like in a few years' time Ben has a solid at least jump shot,
Mhm.
maybe that'd be a good. That's a good thing Mike D'Antoni can do to the Sixers.
All you need him to do is shoot the mid range, yo.
Yeah,
You have to do it to keep defenses honest,
yeah.
or else they're just gonna play back towards the
But
rim.
like Russ and Giannis don't have a good shot, but at least people respect their shot.
But they take it
Yeah,
and they hit it sometimes.
yeah. That's all you
So
gotta do is you gotta have people respect your shot. And no one respects his shot because he doesn't take any.
he doesn't respect his shot.
He doesn't respect his own shot. Yeah.
Scared. Yeah, he's scared.
So
He's afraid to be embarrassed.
do you think what Ty Lue's gonna go to the Rockets then?
Nah,
Nah.
that wouldn't work.
What do you think's gonna happen with Giannis? Yeah, he met with I think the owner today or whatever his name is.
Oh, he's staying.
You think he's
He said
staying?
he was staying. He
He
said he
met
was
with the owner today. He followed all of the Bucks players off of Instagram, I'm pretty sure.
really.
Yeah.
He probably wants to stay, but he probably wants new players
Yeah,
around.
he wants to be like told that they're gonna get like a solid new player.
But there's no free agents next year that are good.
Yeah. Brandon Ingram.
Is he gonna make?
Is he better than Chris Middleton?
No,
No.
Chris Middleton wouldn't be somebody you would be replacing though. You have to keep him. You
Yeah.
have to get rid of George Hill. You have to get rid of the Lopez twins. They suck.
Yeah.
Um, they need a shooter.
They need to shoot it bad.
Huh?
They need to shoot it bad.
Yeah, like they used to have Kyle Korver. I don't know where he's at. I think he
He's
plays
still
for us.
on. He's still on the team.
He's still there?
Yeah, but he's old, and they need more than just Kyle Korver.
Yeah. I
But
mean, I guess Brandon Ingram could be a shooter, but
I don't know.
it,
Middleton's kind of a
Middleton's a top 30 player. That's how I like measure it.
player,
Top 30? I'd put him in there.
like in the NBA, or like
Yeah, I'd put Middleton in there.
a top three.
Top 30, 30.
Oh,
Top
30.
30.
Top
Top
three. I
30.
was like, what?
No. Top 30.
Yeah, top 30. Yeah, low 20s.
Yeah, I'd put him in there. I'd put him in there. I just did this with somebody the other night. I have top 10, no specific order.
Yeah, let's do a top 10s, no specific order. If you miss
LeBron,
them, it's okay.
LeBron, AD, KD,
Yep.
Harden, um, Kawhi,
Kawhi.
Paul George.
Who?
Top 10?
Paul George.
Paul George, yeah.
Maybe.
If we were ranking,
I
he'd
have
be
Steph.
fine. Steph, I forgot Steph.
Steph.
Clay's a top 10 player. That's 8.
We're definitely missing like a
I'm
bunch.
I'm forgetting. Oh, Luca.
Luca.
Um,
Embiid.
Embiid, yeah. Those are the 10. Those
There's,
are 10.
there's going to be someone to replace Paul George.
Nah, bro. Paul George is a top 10 player.
Maybe a top 10 regular season player, but when Pandemic P comes out,
Let me look.
okay, yeah, it's hard to think of players on the spot.
Oh, wait.
Giannis. We didn't even say Giannis.
Oh yeah, Giannis. Yeah. Then yeah, Paul George got to get out.
Yeah, you say Giannis.
Is Luca better than Paul George?
100%. Luca's a beast.
I don't think Luke. I don't think I can say that yet.
Luca, future MVP.
I don't know. I can't say that yet.
Dude, even Jason Tatum might be better than Paul George.
Carl Anthony Towns might be top 10.
Nah, no.
No,
He's like top 20.
top 15. He's like right outside the top 10.
Same as Clay.
Damian Lillard might be top 10.
Oh yeah, Dame Lillard instead of Clay Thompson.
Yeah.
Clay Thompson's like a 12th or like 13th best player.
Yeah.
We don't know how he's gonna be back from his ACL injury too.
Yeah, true.
And Kyrie's up there too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him too.
There's a lot of good players.
He's like right there.
He's right. He's like 11th, 12th too. Yeah. And then I think Russ is in the 20 to 30 range, honestly.
All right, I'm gonna do 20 right now. So we got those names: LeBron, AD, KD, Steph. We said Kawhi, Giannis,
Luca.
huh?
Luca.
This is no specific order. Luca, Kyrie, Damian Lillard.
You got what's his face? You got Beal in a top.
You said Giannis, right? Already? Yeah.
Beal can be
is a top 20 player.
20 player. You got
Paul George is top 20. James Harden's top 20. Russell Westbrook's top 20, whether you like it or not.
we're missing Devin Booker. Yeah. Absolutely.
Devin Booker's top 20.
Chris Middleton's top 30.
Yeah, he's top 30. Anyway, that's the point. That was the whole point of this conversation. Chris Middleton, top 30.
Yeah, he's top 30.
He was an all-star this year.
He wasn't all-star, yes, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not his fault. Not Brogdon sucked this year when he was good last year. Um, they have no shooters. Giannis doesn't have a shot, and he's predictable at the end of the game. All you gotta do is
yeah.
stuff the lane.
They need one of those players that can create their own shot and is a good shooter. I mean, I guess Chris Middleton can do that, but he's so inconsistent in my
Yeah,
opinion. Yeah,
yeah.
Giannis.
Down the stretch, he's inconsistent, but he was
Like
clutch. The one win they had in that series, Chris Middleton was clutch.
yeah, he was. Yeah,
It's because they play different without Giannis on the. They almost play like they shoot the ball when
yeah.
Giannis isn't playing.
You see that like one like meme was like they only play in in Giannis's playbook and it's HB dive.
Yeah, right down the middle,
All he does.
just like Derrick Rose
Yeah.
when he was.
Works in the regular season, but once it comes to postseason, you need someone to create their own shot. And
Yeah,
and the Lakers have that because LeBron can do that, and even AD can do that. Um, Clippers can do that because Paul
yeah,
George can do that. Kawhi can do that. Lou Williams can do that. Pretty much the whole team can do that.
the whole team could do that. Yeah,
And Heat, Jimmy can do that. Tyler Harris can do that.
Dragic could do it sometimes.
Dragic can do that. And then
Miles Leonard could do that.
Tyler
Uh,
Hero can do that.
Bam,
Bam's a beast.
they got a good team, yo.
They do have a good
They
team.
have a good squad. They might make it there. They might make it to the finals, man.
And Celtics, you got Jason Tatum who can do that. Jalen Brown, Kemba, Gordon Hayward when he was healthy. So
Yeah, they got. See, Sixers don't have that.
Sixers don't have that. I mean, Embiid, I guess, but like
Embiid can't create his own shot. I wouldn't say he can
he's
create
far
his own
from a big
shot.
man, I guess. If Embiid can't create his own shot, then AD can't create his own shot.
AD can dribble though. AD has handles.
He has better handles than Embiid, yeah.
Yeah, Embiid is like just powerful.
Embiid,
He just has power.
yeah.
A power player that
His footwork is the
needs to
best.
play. He needs to play like he's powerful.
His footwork is amazing, though. Embiid's footwork.
Huh?
His footwork in the post is amazing. Embiid's.
Yeah. You use it more if it's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Oh no, man. Let's get to the NFL. Talk about the NFL.
Wait. One last thing. Who's winning between the Nuggets and the Clippers?
The Clippers gonna finish
Yeah,
it out.
I think they won too.
They're gonna finish it out.
Yeah. All right, NFL.
I would be highly surprised
Yeah, if Nuggets come back
if
from
the
3-1 again.
Nuggets. What? Nah. Nah.
Jamal Murray's a beast.
Michael Porter Jr., give him the ball.
Yeah, you give him the ball. All right, NFL. I guess we'll just start with the first game. Kansas City against the Texans. They all linked arms before the game, and there was boos from the crowd. What do you have to say about that?
Well, we know that it's not when people use that flag argument, that shit is bogus. Like, excuse my language. Like it's obviously it's not about the flag
Yeah,
because the national anthem wasn't playing when they were locking arms.
right.
They didn't like. I don't know, man. It pisses me off because I want people to protest. Like, what do you want them to do? Like, what is good enough? Like, what's good enough for you? that you wouldn't be upset? People say, "Oh, I don't like mixing politics with sports." It's not political. It's human rights. It's
Yeah.
civil rights. Racism isn't a Republican or Democrat thing. It's a human rights thing. It's a people thing. It's not politics. These same people go ahead and say, "Oh, well, my favorite athletes of all time are Muhammad Ali, Jesse Owens, Jim Brown." Well, guess what? All those guys spoke on racism.
Yeah.
So did you not like it when they did it back then? No, they probably didn't. Like there's no appropriate way to speak on these issues that's acceptable for people, and that pisses me off because you'll say I don't want to see it in sports. I use sports to escape, but then you don't deal with it in real life either. You don't
Yeah.
deal with it when you're at work. You don't deal with it when you're at home. You don't deal with it when you're hanging out with your friends, and you don't want to deal with it when you watch sports too. So when are you going to deal with it?
Right.
Just I'd rather people just say, "Bro, I'm racist. I don't care." Just say that because that's better. At least I know.
Right. Yeah.
It's just it's like
Dude, I feel like the NFL's done a really crap job with the whole BLM movement. I feel like they could have done so much more, like the NBA has done.
they're just they're just trying to.
It's like run by just old
They
white.
don't want to alienate their players. They know that a large portion of the viewership is the black community. They're just trying to save face, bro. They don't really care. What are they actually? No one's actually taking any action to do anything. All these things are just they're meaningless. They're just symbols. It's not action. What
Yeah.
is locking arms and putting phrases on the field gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said the same thing about the names on the back, the jersey thing for the bubble in the NBA, and how some players didn't put phrases on the back of their jerseys. How LeBron said that he didn't see what the point was in doing that. I don't see what the point is in having a moment of unity or putting phrases all over the field saying that we stand against racism, stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. I get the sentiment. It's nice. It's good. It looks good. It's good for PR. But that's all it's about. It's for public relations. That's
There's
it.
no action following those.
So until I see the NFL take action and actually do something, then I'm not giving them any credit.
Right.
They're the worst league in the world. If there was another football league that was like competent, that had good players, I would watch that instead of the NFL.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The NBA is a way better league. They're the best league, and they handle shit the right way. The NFL never does it. The NFL it always seems like it always comes across as like fake.
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Like
I,
they're just trying to get people to shut up about it. So, you know, I don't know, man. It is what it is. People will say if you peacefully protest, people have a problem with it. If you riot, people have a problem with it. If you kneel, people have a problem with it. If you lock arms, people have a problem with it. People have a problem with anything you do when you
anything.
speak
Yeah.
up about racism. And I don't understand that. There is no argument to racism. There's only one right side and a clear wrong side. And I don't get why it would upset you when people bring that to your attention.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. But
I don't I don't get how you would see it any other way. It shouldn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat or moderate or libertarian or black, white, or whatever. There's one opinion to have on racism, and that is it's unacceptable. And I don't understand why people are so hesitant to see that. There's nothing wrong with someone pointing out racism. And if you have a problem with that, then you're probably a racist.
Yeah, you're definitely a racist. So
And I have some friends that are like that. That
yeah,
are, I don't know if they listen to this podcast or not, but yeah, I'm talking about y'all too. I have friends that do roll their eyes when I talk about stuff like this, or when they turn on the NFL and they see kneeling, they're like, "Oh, here we go again." What do you mean, here we go again? Like, there's no, you shouldn't have an issue with that at all.
yeah, you shouldn't have an issue with that.
They're speaking out on injustice.
Yeah, something that should have been.
And then another thing they'll say is, well, they make millions of dollars. It's not. We talked. First of all, we talked about this on the show before. Not everyone is as recognizable in the NFL or NBA as Patrick Mahomes. There are, I would say, 99% of the league. Once they take their helmets off and put on regular clothes, you probably wouldn't know they're in the NFL. So
Right.
you would treat them like crap if you saw them out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
The
100%.
only reason you wouldn't treat LeBron like crap is because you recognize who he is. But you probably wouldn't recognize who Dion Waiters is if you just passed him on the sidewalk.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So your racial biases would show at that point.
Mm.
That's the point. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they have millions of dollars or not. You would treat them like crap if you saw them out on the street, the unrecognizable ones. And that's not even why they're protesting either. That's just one of the points I wanted to make. The reason why they're protesting is because they're representing a community. Even though they have the millions of dollars and the success and the fame and the notoriety and all that stuff, they didn't always have that. They grew
Yeah.
up rough. Most of them come from rough neighborhoods, rough places, where the goal was to get out.
You need people to be your voice, and I mean, there's no better voice than someone like Patrick Mahomes or LeBron James, someone who's the face of the league, to share your voice on BLM and stuff like that. And like, yeah, the whole point about like them making millions of dollars and stuff like that is just a bunch of bullshit.
They're speaking on behalf of a community.
Yeah.
They're speaking on my behalf
Yeah.
as a Black man. They're speaking on your behalf
Speaking
as
on
a white
everyone's behalf.
when they ask for unity. It's on your behalf too. We're talking about everyone here. And I just don't understand the resistance to like pointing out injustice. Like, why does that bother you? Why would it bother you? It just means you're racist. Just say you're racist. Say it. I'm tired of the people rolling their eyes at this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the ignorance. I'm tired of the stupidity. I'm just tired of it. People say, oh, BLM's a terrorist organization. How? What have they done? All they've done is point out that black men and women are getting killed by police. And that just bothers you. You want people to shut up and not speak on it. Why? There's no reason.
No reason.
Oh, I've been pissed off about it. The Jacob Blake, definitely, like, ever since then I've just been like mad, bro, about stuff like this, because people don't talk about it. You can't talk to people about stuff like this anymore. It's like people are set in their mindsets. Like, the reason why we created this podcast was to bring awareness to issues like this. But I feel like all we're doing is reinforcing the thoughts of good people. But at the same time, the people who are racist the people who are ignorant, are they being enlightened by what we're saying? No.
No.
All they're gonna do, if someone watches this podcast and they're racist, they're not gonna go, oh, you know what? The points that they made, oh, they're right. I'm gonna change my mind. No, they're stuck in their ways, and they're gonna remain stuck in that way. And I don't know how to change that.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that either.
Do people have moments of clarity where they go, oh, you know, I've been racist all my life. These people are protesting. Oh, I'm gonna change my mind.
Probably not.
And that's where I start to lose hope when I think about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine like someone just waking up one day and be like, you know,
Oh, you know, that was wrong.
that was
I should change. Like, does that
yesterday I
happen?
was
People
racist.
do that.
Today I'm not gonna be racist. I mean, especially if you're like a old, like white, like 60-year-old guy, you're really gonna change your thought process.
Yeah. And
One,
I don't mean to sound like a defeatist and sound defeated, because there is merit to getting out and protesting. There are still good reasons why you
there's like
should.
merits to doing stuff like this. Like we're still spreading awareness and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's still merit to it, and that's why we continue to do it. We're not doing it to waste our time. It's just that what I'm saying is that there's a lot of people out there that are just a lost cause.
Right.
And then there's the people out there that can be enlightened by this. There are people out there that do racist things that they don't realize is racist. And what we're doing is pointing out to you is that maybe you shouldn't do those things anymore because it's being perceived
Right.
badly.
And those
You get
people,
what I'm saying?
yeah, those people can change, yeah, but the people we're talking about, yeah, the people that are just can quite clearly tell that their perceptions on life and racism and stuff like that is just not going to change. Like,
They're set in
I don't know.
stone.
I don't know what we can do to help those people. Probably nothing. I don't know what anyone can do to help those people. Probably nothing.
Hmm.
And we were talking about this in a previous episode. Is that the protests and everything after George Floyd uh, got murdered. Um, all of those protests and stuff. It was it's like a good start. We were seeing like some traction starting to come along, and just we're talking about how we don't want any of this stuff to like actions to stop and stuff like that. But I just feel like everything's just starting to peter out a little bit, and we need to. I don't know how to do it, but
People treat this like a trend.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
we're getting repetitive here because we've talked about this before, but it happens all the time.
mm-hmm.
Anytime these things happen, you know what I think? I think this is gonna be in the news for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, it's gonna be dead. Nobody's talking about Jacob Blake anymore. Do you
I
see
don't know.
people talking about Jacob Blake?
Nope.
The NBA did what they did. They boycotted the games.
Yeah.
Did that mean anything?
Nope.
Are they talking about it still?
Nope.
Nope.
Osaka wore a different mask every one of her matches with a different name on her mask.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't.
glad you did that. I trust me. I love seeing these things. I love seeing the symbolism, but I'm starting to get tired of it
Yeah.
because it's not actually doing anything. It's just reinforcing the thoughts of good human beings and pissing off people who are racist. You think any racist turned on the US Open and saw Naomi wearing a mask that said Trayvon Martin and went, "Oh my God, I'm gonna change."
Yeah.
No.
But we still need those people to do those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Like the Naomi Osaka's, the LeBron Jameses, and stuff like that. We still need those people to do those sentimental things. But we need something. I don't know how to like. We
What
don't.
I'm saying is keep doing those things,
But we need some. We need
but
action.
you need to act
Yeah.
too. It needs to be action too.
Yeah.
And right now there's no action. No one's doing anything. Everyone's sitting, waiting around, looking at each other, waiting for somebody to make a move, and nobody's making that move. We're gonna go out in November and vote, which you should do. But are you doing your research about who you're voting for? Probably not.
Probably
You're
not.
probably going to go to the ballot box and just blindly click on names that you know nothing about. You don't know what their agenda is. You don't know what their plans are. You don't know what their record is. People just need to start taking control of their reality.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't do that. No one throws any money back into their community. At least I shouldn't say no one. Not nearly as enough people that should do it actually do it.
Yeah.
It's just that nothing. My friend Steve asked me like 2 months ago, like right after the Floyd stuff happened, he was like, I can't see anything happening that would actually change anything. There's too many things that are wrong for things to meaningfully change. Like systemic racism is so deeply rooted in our society that like you would have to like almost give America a facelift
Yeah.
and everything in order to actually change it. And that means changing our government system, changing our laws. Everything has a hint or a sprinkle of racism to it
Yeah.
in this country. You might not explicitly see it all the time, but it's there. It's in the air. Like Donald Trump touts things like no president has done more than me for Black people. And then I look at the numbers and the numbers look good. You know, unemployment is down. People do have jobs. But you know what those jobs are? Those jobs are like working at McDonald's. Those jobs are working at Rite Aid or the corner, like some corner store. It's nothing meaningful. I go outside, I walk 2 blocks to the left, and it's a dump. People on the street, people are high on drugs, it's a mess. I can't see any way of changing that by just voting.
Yeah. I don't
America just needs a facelift.
You like to hit the restart button.
But then you can't do that either. You can't do that though. How's that? How do you do that? How do you execute that?
Yeah.
You don't know. Yeah, like.
Damn.
And you know, I don't know. Like again, I feel like I'm sounding a little defeated talking about this, but I don't know, man. People just want going back to the NFL. People just want people to shut up, fall in line, don't say anything, don't bring attention to it because they don't want to hear about it because they're racist.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
So the Eagles.
Speaking of the NFL, though, why did Jacksonville and Kansas City get to have fans?
It's state to state.
Oh, the state allows them to.
By state basis.
Yeah.
So the NFL, again, they're a stupid league that doesn't know how to run itself. They should have given a league-wide like protocol for fan presence in the stadiums,
Mm,
because it's not fair.
He's 100% not fair. So
Why is it fair that one team gets to have thousands of people in their stadium, but then when I go home, no one.
right,
There's no
yeah.
home field. There's a clear home field advantage for the other team that I
Mhm.
don't have. I think the Cowboys had fans in the stadium, did they?
Did they?
I think so.
I thought it was only Jacksonville and Kansas City.
No, I think the Cowboys had fans.
Really?
Yeah. So when the Eagles play the Cowboys,
Yeah.
and the Eagles go
Why?
to the Cowboys, they're gonna have fans in Dallas, but when they come back here, the Eagles won't have
Yeah,
fans.
it's a bunch of bullshit. So unfair.
I don't know. They should have made it so that no one could. The league should have said nobody can have fans.
Right. Yeah, that's
Not
what it
left
should
it
have said.
up to the teams. Like
But
that's
it's the NFL, and they ain't gonna do shit about anything. They don't care. But yeah, the Eagles though. Off to a nice 0-1 start. Lost to the football team out of Washington.
um Carson Wentz got sacked 8 times.
8 times.
Two picks.
Those
Uh
2 picks came from being sacked 8 times. Like, when you're a quarterback, your O line sucks. You're getting sacked 8 times. That must throw your rhythm off like crazy.
yeah, it does. That's a lot of sacks. That's a lot of hits.
That's a lot
That's a
of.
lot of hits on the
Yeah,
quarterback.
that's not those sacks. I mean, those are sacks, like 8 sacks. I mean, I'm sure like I don't know how the numbers, but it's probably a crazy amount of times he was like hurried and stuff like that.
And there's probably he probably
And
took a lot of hits
yeah,
that weren't sacks.
to
I don't know. The Eagles never improved, in my opinion, over the offseason. They didn't do anything. They drafted Jalen Rager. They drafted Jalen Hurts. Didn't add to the offense. It's
yeah,
the same offense from last year. Uh, Greg Ward is one of your Greg Ward is a starting receiver on this team. Alshon Jeffrey is a starting receiver on this team. Deshaun Jackson is a dinosaur that starts for this team. Your best receiver yesterday was Dallas Goddard. Zach Ertz was nowhere to be found.
and he dropped the catch in the final.
This
Uh,
team sucks, yo.
it's
And
not.
I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a Pats fan, by the way.
Yeah, I think we did some classic Philly things before the season starts, where we were too high up on this team, thinking we were going to be, but really, we're just not good. I mean,
The defense ain't that good. Darius Slay is good. He follows the best receiver, but there's a big hole on the other side.
yeah,
Starts Mills.
yeah, I think Mills is safety now.
He's a safe. Mills is a safety now.
I think so. I might be wrong. I forgot.
Didn't replace Malcolm Jenkins. You don't blitz. You don't blitz.
Yeah,
You don't have a pass rush. You
I
don't
think
have a run defense.
Haskins got sacked like 1 time to Carson's 8 times.
Yeah, this team sucks, yo. Sorry, Eagles fans. It's gonna be a rough year.
We do have a little bit of hope.
But what?
Clenching onto a little bit of hope. Lane Johnson's should be back next week, hopefully. So that maybe will clear up a little bit of the offensive line issues.
That'll help.
Help, and Miles Sanders should be back next week.
It'll help, but there's no. Oh, I forgot about Moss. He's a good weapon. He's a good weapon.
Yeah, Miles
There's
Sanders.
no. There's still a lack of weapons though. There's
Still,
nobody to throw to.
yeah.
They got one of the worst receiving cores in the league. Who's the best receiver on the team? Alshon?
Nah, he sucks.
Deshaun?
Probably Deshaun.
Do you want Deshaun Jackson being your best receiver?
Not exactly. No.
Exactly. That's not going to work. Look at Dallas's offense. Dallas's offense is ridiculous. They still lost. I don't know how, but
That super offense put up 17 points.
yeah, I know. But still, it's compared to the Eagles' offense.
Yeah.
The names are ridiculous. They got Cooper, Lamb is supposed to be good.
Gallup.
Gallup is good. Zeke, and then they got one of the best offensive lines.
Yeah.
So Dallas winning 12 games this year.
Yeah.
If they like
The Eagles'
win,
schedule was hard too.
huh?
The Eagles' schedule was kind of hard too.
Yeah. Eagles are going 8-8.
Yeah.
Eagles are going 7-9 this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Might be right, honestly.
7-9 this year.
I think
Pats. I know most of y'all don't care about the Pats, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's my team. Pats 11-5.
11-5.
Yeah, 11 wins. 11 wins.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that our defense is still good.
9 wins.
10. Over under 10.
Over.
Put the over under at 10.
Yeah, that's actually over under. Yeah, that honestly probably is it. Honestly,
I'll put that's a good over under for them, and we can still make the playoffs with 9 wins.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and I'll take that because we're not supposed to do anything this year anyway.
Yeah, I think honestly, 9. I'm saying 9 and 7. So I think you guys will be.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Let's talk about the Bucks. Tom didn't look good.
Big. Oh, it's like a Belichick. Belichick was
didn't look good, Tom. No, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. The problem with the Bucks is they have so many pieces that they don't know where to go with the ball.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to give it to Jones. They don't know if they want to use Fournette, throw it to Godwin, throw it to Evans, throw it to OJ Howard, throw it to Gronk. Once they figure out where to put the ball, like who to give the ball, they'll be all right. See, on the Pats, they always had like a deep threat, and then like Edelman would get the ball like throughout the whole drive.
Yeah.
Like, they would drive in the field, throw short pass to Edelman or for a touchdown or something like that. They don't have that. They have a bunch of pieces that need the ball, like thrown to them at all times. Like Mike Evans is going to command for the ball.
Yeah.
He's going to ask for Mike Evans is going to want to be targeted 7 times. Godwin's going to want to be targeted 7 times. You have to target Gronk at least 5-6 times. You have to target OJ Howard at least 4 or 5 times. It's hard. You got to figure out how you want to spread the ball out.
Yeah.
They got too many. That's the problem. I guess that's the problem with
Dallas too. Yeah.
It's a problem with having too many weapons. Is that players want the ball?
Yeah.
A lot. That's why Odell and Jarvis don't work. Aside from Baker, because Baker's trash. But you can't have Odell and Jarvis because they're both ball dominant receivers that are gonna ask for the ball a lot.
Right. Yeah.
So, and then like one of our friends, Schoon, like pointed it out too in our little group chat. He's like, the Bucks don't have a defense that Tom could like just relax with. That's true. Like their defense is it's not bad, but it's not like you have Stephon Gilmore like on the defense, like
they don't have that standout defensive player.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be sure that you're gonna get the ball back without the other team scoring.
Yeah.
So they just got to figure out who to get the ball.
I mean, I guess like with the Bucks and like with the Eagles, like it's still like they have no preseason and stuff like that. Like, I guess
you're not gonna see like clean football until like week 5.
Yeah. So you'd
We
hope that
tried.
like with the Eagles case, like losing to Washington, and like the Bucks case, like losing to the Saints, even though the Saints are a way better team than Washington. Um, you just hope that it's just like week one, just kind of
Yeah,
jitters
it's
getting.
just a week one thing.
Yeah.
Week one thing. That's all. It's gonna be like that for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks were like 2-2 or 1-3 by week 4.
Yeah. Same with the Eagles.
They would just turn it around after a few weeks,
Yeah.
pick it back up.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that with a lot of teams there. It's gonna be a weird year. But Eagles not off to a good start. Bucks not off to a good start.
You can't see that,
Yeah, I can see
but
that. 140 to 1.
140, 135.
Dude,
I need his defense to fall apart
dude, I was
tonight.
projected 20 more points than Schoon. And Schoon's gonna win because Michael Thomas got me 4 points. When has Michael Thomas ever got 4 points in a fantasy game?
What happened?
I
He
don't
didn't
know.
play?
No, he
Like
played.
he got hurt?
No, just
They just didn't throw it to him?
yeah. They just threw it kept because they didn't throw it to him because what happened was that Tom was like the Bucks I mean yeah the Bucks offense would give him like real good field position, so they just
Yeah.
dump it off to Kamara. That's what
Well, you better hope that Juju just has Juju has a bad
Juju
game.
has a if Juju has a Michael Thomas game like 4 points, and then
If he wins, yeah.
James Conner goes off, then I can still win. But I was projected 20 more points than him. I was projected 160 points at the start of the day.
Dang, just you're gonna get like 130.
Yeah, I was projected 30 more points than that
Yeah.
after
Dang.
damn.
Yo, let me get I'm gonna make a trade offer on the podcast.
Podcast. Who do you want?
Let me get let me get Clyde, bro.
No way, man.
Clyde for I'll give you Deshaun Watson.
John
And
Watson's kind of ass.
bro, he had a good fantasy game. Decent. He had a decent fantasy game.
I don't need Deshaun.
All right, let me see. We're doing some fantasy right now, guys. Hold on a second. See,
Clyde Edwards Helaire.
Drew. First of all, you do need Deshaun because Drew only had 14 points.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna put 14 points up again.
All right, you need a tight end.
No, what's his face? I have
You got Waller. He didn't do nothing.
he's good enough. Who do you have as tight end?
It's like, no, my tight ends aren't that good. So I'll take I'll take Tyreek off you.
No way, man.
Yeah, Tyreek for
Dude, I got Tyreek in like the 4th round or something like that. I'm gonna franchise tag him.
Tyreek for. Never mind. I can't do that. I can't do that. I was gonna give you Josh Jacobs, but he scored 35 points for me.
Yeah, you have Josh Jacobs and
Dalvin.
Dalvin.
My running backs are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous running back.
Oh man. Nah, I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this league again.
Nah, I'm gonna win again back to back. I won last year. I'm just off to an 0-1 start probably. I mean, I could still win this game, but you know, I was projected to finish second in the standings this year before the game. But I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the whole thing. Just off to a rough start.
Okay, I see. I see.
Can't win every game.
I'm projected to be Let me see. Final stand. I'm projected to finish in second this year.
I was second. I probably dropped because I'm gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
My other league though, fuck, I'm screwed.
Oh no, I won. I won my other game.
No, I lost my other game. My team's so bad. I'm gonna finish last probably.
The other league's our league's a 8-man. The other league's a 10-man.
Yeah, my other league's an 8-man, and it's to keep a franchise tag league, and it's the third year of the keep a franchise tag.
Yeah.
I'm just screwed over right now. So I think what I'm gonna do with my other league is tank and get the number one pick. So that's what I'm doing. I might have to do a punishment,
Yeah.
but in my other league we got the Sacco and like the winning trophy now, and
For real?
we have to do a punishment. I'm gonna have to do a punishment. So hopefully I don't finish last, but kind of want to finish last to get that first pick.
But
I
yeah.
need that first pick. So
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey.
yeah, I think someone franchise him, but I think he comes off franchise tag next year. So
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then our league's gonna be a franchise tag keeper league next year. So this is the
Yeah.
first
I'm down for that.
drafted this year, and then next year is gonna be franchise tag keeper league.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna franchise tag Tyreek probably.
I'm down. Never did keeper before.
Just fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it adds like a different
Yeah.
dynamic to it.
Then we need to do some like punishments and stuff if you lose.
Yeah, I'll add that in. I'll add that. I'm down. I'm not gonna lose. So I don't think I've ever been in last in any like
I've never been in last place, but I'm definitely
anytime we
in last
played.
place this year. My other
I
league.
think Bill was last year or something. Bill or Cooner.
Yeah. All right. Well, NFL. What's the Monday night game tonight?
There's two. It's a doubleheader.
Doubleheader.
It's Steelers, Giants, and I think Denver and somebody. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it is Denver. I don't remember Denver playing.
It's Steelers, Giants, and Denver Titans.
Okay.
I got Tennessee, and then I got the Steelers winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Anything else you want to talk about?
COVID update. COVID update. Current cases in the United States, 6.6 confirmed cases, 6.6 million confirmed cases, 197,000 deaths.
Jeez.
Gonna hit 2,000 by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Gonna hit 2,000 probably by Wednesday.
Yeah. We said this pretty much every podcast. Wear a mask, do your job.
I'm gonna go in on this next time.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump knew about this, and I get people are like, at this point, people aren't outraged about anything. But this is like your doctor getting your MRI back and discovering that you have a tumor in your brain and not telling you because he doesn't want to scare you. That's all I gotta say. I'll speak on it.
Yeah,
I'll write my Medium article will be about that this week.
So definitely do that. My Medium article will be about anxiety and mental health. So be on the lookout for that. We let you guys know on Instagram when that's posted. Other than that, that was episode 9 done. We promise we won't go a week and a bit without doing episode 10. That'll be on Saturday. Time to get this podcast moving. If you like it, share it with people, and see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.